3 months ago, during my morning walk in the city park, something scary happened, and honestly, I still can't forget it. It started like a completely normal day. Same walking track, same timing, same routine. I was walking slowly, listening to music, thinking nothing unusual, just trying to stay healthy. But suddenly, I started feeling something strange in my body. A wave of heat came over me. I started sweating heavily, even though the weather was normal. My legs started feeling weak and shaking, like they were slowly losing strength. My vision started to blur. Everything around me felt unstable. And before I could even understand what was happening, I collapsed right there on the track. For a few seconds, I had no idea where I was. That moment changed everything for me. When I opened my eyes, I realized I was still laying on the ground. For a moment, everything around me felt blurred, distant, almost unreal. It took me a few seconds just to understand what had actually happened. I tried to move, but my body felt heavy, like it didn't want to respond. Slowly, I pushed myself, trying to sit up. Even that felt difficult. My entire body felt extremely weak, as if all my energy had suddenly drained out. It wasn't just tiredness, it was something deeper. For a few seconds, I just sat there, trying to catch my breath. Then I noticed a few people standing around me. They looked concerned, confused, trying to understand what had just happened. Someone came closer and gently helped me sit properly. Another person handed me some water. My hands were slightly shaking, but I took it and drank it slowly. Each sip felt like it was bringing me back, little by little. Then someone gave me an apple. I didn't feel like eating, but I knew I had to. So I took a few bites, slowly, carefully. After a few minutes, I started to feel slightly better. My vision became clearer, my breathing more stable. But deep inside, something still didn't feel right. This wasn't just normal tiredness. This wasn't just weakness. Something deeper was going on inside my body. And at that moment, I realized I needed to understand what had just happened to me. Later that same day, after resting for a while, I thought maybe things were getting back to normal. But deep inside, I still had this uneasy feeling like something wasn't right. That's when I decided to check my blood sugar. Honestly, I wasn't expecting anything serious. I told myself maybe it was just weakness, maybe just dehydration, something temporary. So I picked up the glucometer, inserted the strip, and pricked my finger. As the device processed, those few seconds felt longer than usual. I was just staring at the screen, waiting for the number to appear, and then it showed the result. I froze completely. My mind just went blank. The number was not what I expected at all. Over 350. I blinked, thinking maybe I saw it wrong. I looked again, carefully, slowly. Still over 350. At that moment, a strange silence filled my mind. All those small excuses suddenly disappeared. This was not just weakness. This was not just dehydration. It was a warning, a clear signal from my body that something needed immediate attention. After seeing that number, everything in my mind suddenly became silent, and slowly memories started coming back. Constant tiredness, even after a full night's sleep, I would still wake up feeling exhausted. Simple tasks started to feel difficult. Things that were easy before now felt heavy. Then there was this strange sleepiness. Even after doing nothing, like my body was constantly asking for rest. But no matter how much I rested, that feeling never really went away. At that time, I ignored it completely. I told myself it's normal. Everyone feels tired sometimes. Maybe it's just stress. Maybe it's just routine life. I kept giving myself comfortable excuses, and slowly, those signs became part of my daily life. I stopped noticing them, I stopped questioning them, I just accepted them as if everything was fine. But now, sitting there, holding that glucometer, everything started to make sense. They weren't random, they were signals, clear signals from my body, trying to warn me again and again. But I didn't listen because it was easier to pretend that everything was okay. But now there was no ignoring it, and I was finally forced to listen, to understand, to accept that something inside me was not right and it needed attention immediately. When I went to the doctor, the advice was very direct. He immediately advised a full set of lab tests: blood sugar, blood pressure, lipid profile, and liver ultrasound. A complete picture of what was happening inside my body. And when the results came back, each report carried weight. My blood sugar was 350, my blood pressure 160 over 100, cholesterol elevated, triglycerides high, fatty liver, and my weight 107 kilograms. Everything hitting at once. The doctor looked at the reports, then looked at me and said clearly, "You need to start medication immediately." I was 34 years old. 34. And none of this had ever been diagnosed before. I had been living my normal life with no idea that my body was silently struggling. At that moment, I didn't argue, I just listened. But something inside me was still not fully satisfied. Is this the only way? Or is there something deeper that I need to understand? Because I didn't want to just depend on medication, I wanted clarity. I wanted answers. I wanted to know what I could change so that I don't end up here again. So I started researching. At first, it felt like the right step. I will learn, I will understand, and I will fix everything. But very soon, I entered a phase of deep, overwhelming confusion because everything I saw online was different, sometimes completely opposite. Some said cut carbs completely, others said you need carbs. Some promoted fasting, others warned against it. Some said fruits are good, others said avoid them. Everywhere I looked, new advice, new rules, new confusion. Too many opinions, Too many contradictions. The more I searched, the more confused I became. It was like being in a maze where every path looked right but led to more confusion. At one point, I just stopped, put my phone aside, and sat quietly. This can't be the way. There has to be a simpler truth. Because if everything is correct, then nothing is clear. And if nothing is clear, how do you move forward? But then I made a mistake, a big one. I thought maybe the solution is simple: just eat less, reduce food, reduce sugar. If sugar is high, just stop eating sugar. It sounded so logical in my mind, so obvious, so straightforward. So I did it. Without any proper understanding, I ate less, skipped meals, avoided almost everything, thinking the less I eat, the faster I will get better. A few days passed and I waited, hoping to feel better, but instead, something unexpected happened. My energy dropped even more. I felt weaker than before, weaker than when I first collapsed. Simple tasks became harder. Everything became a struggle. And slowly I started realizing this isn't working. I was going in the wrong direction. I had tried so hard with good intentions, but good intentions without the right knowledge can sometimes make things worse. And that is exactly what happened. The human body is not simple. It doesn't respond to assumptions, it responds to understanding. And I clearly did not understand enough. That's when I understood something very important, something I wish someone had told me earlier. Diabetes is not just about food. Let me say that again. Yes, diabetes is not just about food. It is about your entire lifestyle, your habits, your routine, your daily decisions, small choices, repeated every day, slowly, quietly, consistently, over months, over years. Think about sleep. Poor sleep directly affects blood sugar, it stresses the body and disrupts hormones. Every night of poor sleep was quietly working against me. Think about stress. Chronic stress raises cortisol in the body, and high cortisol directly pushes blood sugar up. Every stressful day was having a real physical impact. Think about movement. When you don't move, glucose has nowhere to go. It just stays in the blood, building up day after day. And then there is hydration, meal timing, eating patterns. All of this connected. All of this quietly affecting your health. This didn't happen in one day. It built slowly, silently, over weeks, over months. At first, just small signs: tiredness, low energy, unexplained sleepiness. But I ignored them. I just accepted them as normal until my body had no choice but to force me to listen. And then one day, my body gave a signal, a loud, undeniable signal. That signal was collapsing on the walking track at 34 years old with conditions I didn't even know I had. That moment changed everything. I realized I don't need panic. I need to fix my basics. I need to understand my body. Not just treat the symptoms, but understand the cause and make real changes, consistent, sustainable, informed ones. 3 months later, I can tell you my sugar is under control, my lifestyle is different, my energy is coming back, and I did this without adding any new medication, only through understanding and lifestyle change. I am still on this journey, still learning, still improving, but now I know what I am doing and why. And that knowledge is the most powerful thing I have ever found. If this resonated with you, if you have ever ignored signs your body was sending or felt confused about where to even start, this channel is for you. DigiHealth is about one simple idea: your health can improve through understanding, lifestyle, and the right tools. No extreme diets, no miracle cures, just real information from a real journey. Subscribe so you don't miss the next video, because in the next one I will share the very first change I made, the one that showed results in just 2 weeks, and the simple digital tool that helped me track it. See you there.